I'm trying to let everybody know that Michelle Obama is a man. Her name is Michael, and don't nobody know. But this right here, if y'all can help me sign this, we can kind of like get a gender reveal.
I'm that lion from the zoo. Now figure that out.
Next speaker is number 607, UNC.
Is it on? Everybody, I'm locked in a firmament and I'm stuck in a simulation.
Name and address, please.
Oh yeah, my name. I'm from the Paroma. That's like in the heavens. It's like the same as heaven, but it's different. And I come to talk about Trump because I love Trump, and y'all disrespect Trump, and y'all don't know that y'all devils, and y'all come from the devils. Y'all fell from heaven, and y'all don't know that Trump is good. He black stuck in another body because the world and everything is reincarnated. Oh, sorry, everything is reincarnated. And I got some papers I need y'all to sign because I'm trying to let everybody know that Michelle Obama is a man. Her name is Michael, and don't nobody know. But this right here, if y'all can help me sign this, we can kind of like get a gender reveal.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president?
We already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a
I'm sorry, she's a what?
a transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. What's up? How you doing today? Hope you're having a great day. I know I am. I'm always having a great day as long as my eyes open. That's how we roll over here. All right. We always thankful for the little things. So yeah. Just like in what was that little cartoon Kung Fu Panda? You talking to the turtle. The turtle said every day is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Wow. Changed my life. But anyway, I thank you for being here. I really appreciate that. Okay, today, man, you heard a lot of things, man, but today, man, we're gonna ask the question, man. We're gonna come out with it. Is Michelle Obama a man? Is Michelle Obama a man or not? Okay, because it's been a lot of talks throughout the years about this subject, but we don't never get no definitive answers. All right. Now, just recently, 607 Unc ends up at some little committee meeting or something where he say he want to put out a petition so that we can get a gender reveal on Michelle Obama. And yeah, we might need it, man. We might need it because this question has came up a lot. First person that I knew brought it up was Joan Rivers. Okay, you seen the clip? You seen the clip when Joan Rivers brought it up? A couple weeks later, she was unalived. It's just so much evidence out here, people, and we really need to know. We really need to know, folks. You know what I'm saying? Before I even get started, I'm going to give a shout out to Culture Spill. Is that the name? I hope I'm saying it right. Culture Spill. Shout out to you. Much love to you. You're going to find out later why you're receiving this shout out. You know what I mean? But she did excellent. She does excellent work. And she basically wrapped all the facts into like one little bundle. So thank you, Culture Spill. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, we need to know, people, okay? Because when this information gets revealed, and it's going to, okay, when this information gets revealed and it becomes factual, okay, it's going to change the world because number one, it's going to let people know. It's going to be like a major piece of evidence to let people know how much that they've been deceived. Okay? Like when you realize that this situation has occurred and it's been, who knows how long has it been since they've been in office, you know? And people still don't know. And people still don't know. So this shows you how people are just blind, how people cannot see, they cannot see the truth, or if the truth comes up, then the next thing you know, people just can't admit that they were wrong. They were wrong. Or they can't admit the fact that they were wrong. They have been fooled, deceived. And this is just a sample. These are just samples of the big picture of how much deception has been going on here, that's been going on in America for hundreds of years. Okay? But this one right here, this is a big one, man. And people be talking about it, been talking about it, but we can't never get no definitive answers. I believe that we really need to close the books on this and really get the definite 100% results on this topic. Okay? Because basically, when you look at the situation, you look at if this is true, then if Michelle, who Barack at times has called Michael, and if Michelle is a dude and Barack is, they saying bisexual, but let's just say gay, okay, then this will be very revealing, you know what I mean, to the world, okay, because basically, all right, when basically what's coming out, and this ain't got nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying, bashing the LGB, none of that. I ain't got nothing to do. Whatever people do in their own private lives, that's up to you. I don't care about none of that. Okay, but like I said, I heard about the gay mafia that they wanted to take over the world, and they wanted to turn everybody gay and this and that. I got videos I'm gonna put down in the descriptions where I talked about these things. Okay, you had what was that rapper? One rapper said that basically the industry was run by the gays. Fat Joe. Yeah. Fat Joe said in an interview with DJ Vlad that the industry was run by the gays.
What do you think about the Mr. C charge when he pled guilty?
Yo, Vlad, stop. Mr. C's a legend, man. More power to him. I don't know what his situation is. I ain't looking to the case. I'm not copping out either. I ain't looking to none of that. Did that surprise me? To the millionth percent when I heard it. But once again, Whatever his preference is, it's up to him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to tell nobody what they do or whatever the kid, what's right or what's wrong.
We asked, I remember I interviewed Mano, and I asked him if he would ever do a song with a gay rapper. Mm-hmm. And what he said was, he's pretty sure that he already has. Do you think that
I'm pretty sure I've done.
Do you think you've done songs with gay rappers?
Yeah, I think I've done songs with gay rappers.
You're pretty sure of that.
I'm pretty sure of that.
You don't have to name names. But
I'm pretty sure the football niggas is gay. The basketball niggas is gay. There's millions of gay people in the world. Yeah, girls too. Like they just for some reason. Once again, I'm not a fan of that shit either. I'm a fan of I'm gay. What the fuck? Like 2011, you gotta hide that you're gay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be real. Like, I'm gay. What the fuck? If you gay, you gay. Like, that's your preference. You know, fuck it if the people don't like it.
But in a field like hip hop, which is very, very
homophobic. Cool. It's the greatest. It's the greatest gay market in the world.
Do you think that there'll ever be an out of the closet gay rapper?
It's owned. The hip hop community is most likely owned by gay. To be honest with you.
But do you think there'll be
they're owned by gay. I happen to think there's a gay mafia in hip hop.
Right.
Not rappers. You know, the editorial presidents of magazines.
Sure.
The PDs at radio stations. The people who give you award at award shows. This is the fucking gay mafia, my man.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They are in power. So why wouldn't a guy come out and say, yo, I'm gay, and get that type of love? I mean, Lady Gaga, I don't know if she's gay, but she running with that gay shit for real. And she is winning. So rap music, it ain't no different. Everybody got somebody gay in their house, in their family. I'm not saying in their same house, but in their family, somebody got somebody gay. So I think it's 2011 going on 2012. I think if you're gay, rep your set.
So for that to had occurred, that the most supposed to be the most highest office in America for your president to be a gay man, and for your first lady to be a tranny or a trans woman, that would be shocking news. Okay, that would be shocking. Or maybe not. Maybe not. The majority of this world probably wouldn't even have a problem with it. All right, that would just be the progressive path. You know what I mean? But the fact that the people were lied to about it, you would definitely feel some kind of way, either way you look at it. All right. So, and believe me, this has been talked about behind the scenes for a minute, and I think, like I said before, that people are just in denial. They're just in denial about the situation. It's just so unbelievable that this would occur. Okay, that people might have heard this rumor, but their brains is saying, nah, this can't be. Okay. But, you know, it's like when I be watching TV, you know what I mean? Because I see this happening just on this everyday TV. Okay. I might be, a commercial might pop up. I might be watching the news. It might be a news anchor. And I just might be sitting back like, on the TV screen, it's a woman, but I might be like, nah, that's a man. That's a man. That's a nigga. You know what I mean? And I might be in a room with people, and people will be looking at me like, what are you talking about? Okay? They don't see what I be seeing, but it happens on a regular where I'm looking at something that's supposed to be a woman, and I'm just like, nah, that's a dude. That's a dude. And everybody will just be looking like, yo, what is he saying? Okay, but that's letting me know. And with this Obama situation, that people really can't see. People really can't see. They have not seen the eyes is not turned on to be able to point these things out. Okay. So, like I said, I know how people feel. And before I play this next clip, look, if I'm wrong and Michelle Obama is a naturally born woman, I will be the first to apologize. Okay? I will apologize, because that would be a messed up, that would be messed up to a person if you know you was born a woman in this situation, and it's a large group of people that's saying you're a man. That would be wrong. So if the proof came out that Michelle is a natural born woman, I will be the first to apologize. Okay? But let me go ahead and play this next clip so we can look at some evidence that's backing this theory.
Ms. Rivers, how are you? You made a ton of news officiating the wedding in New York yesterday. Is this like a new cottage career move for you?
I'm so excited.
Okay.
And I should do very well because I don't charge.
And do you think that the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president?
We already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. It's okay. She does this.
Child, that footage of Joan Rivers exposing Barack and Michelle Obama just never gets old, right? And it's always been super sus how she died literally weeks after saying that Michelle is trans and Barack is on the DL. But was there any truth to whatever she said? And what has Michelle Obama said about the speculations made by Joan Rivers in light of their family secrets being exposed left, right, and center in the last couple of weeks? For starters, people have always pointed out over the years how Barack Obama mistakenly called Michelle Michael or Mike during a couple speeches and interviews. And I'm talking about this happening a few times, y'all.
Distinguished guests and men and women of the finest military in the world. Most of all, Admiral Mullen, Deborah. Michael and I also want to acknowledge your son Jack, who's...
Other than this, there's how the Obamas always posted wedding pics, but no pregnancy pics or pics of the girls until 3 to 6 years old. Apparently, Michelle tries to tell the public that Malia and Sasha were conceived through IVF, but the truth is that the daughter's real mother is allegedly Dr. Anita Blanchard, who was supposedly the same doctor that delivered the Obama daughters. There are even photos of the two families vacationing together in Hawaii that made rounds, with people claiming that the real parents, Martin Nesbitt and Dr. Anita Blanchard, were always following closely behind so they could keep an eye on the Obamas. So based on what people dug up on the internet, there are receipts suggesting that Michelle Obama was registered to vote as a man from 1994 until 2008, according to documents allegedly obtained from the Illinois State Board of Elections. Allegedly, Michelle officially changed her gender to female in 2008, the same year her husband was running for the presidency. People have also reposted the tweets from Barack's half-brother Malik asking the question, is Michelle Michael? Meaning there are family members who also find everything suspicious. Then roughly 3 years later, Malik released a follow-up tweet stating he could not confirm or deny the legend of Big Mike, aka Michael LaVaughn Robinson. Malik has actually posted a few more times, including as recently as 2024, about how he believes that Michelle is a he, and the Obamas are trying to hide her true identity. I mean, for a couple that has generally been praised as the perfect couple all over the world, even I have to admit that all this info is shocking. In the last couple of days, there have also been reports that the Obamas have gotten rid of some of the people who knew about their family secrets, like Chef Tafari Campbell. Unfortunately, Tafari lost his life, and what happened was that he was out paddleboarding on a pond near the Obama's home when he lost his balance and fell in the water. He was not wearing his life jacket and he was not attached to the paddleboard, and reportedly fought to stay above the water before eventually succumbing. Tafari's body was uncovered after a 2-day search in Edgerton Great Pond near the home owned by the Obamas. According to a police report, the search began after a fellow paddleboarder observed him dip into the water, reappear briefly, struggling to stay on the surface, then submerge entirely. Something that was being said was that Tafari had head injuries when he was found, which led people to believe that it was not an accident. There were also reports that he was found in less than 4 feet of water and that the 911 call was made hours after he fell off his paddleboard. And it was also claimed that Obama's personal coroner was the one who conducted the autopsy. Also, there have been claims that Tafari was writing a tell-all book, and he was unalived because of that. Add on to the fact that in 2015, former White House chef Walter Scheib also disappeared while hiking. His body was found several days after he set out on his hike, in what was then described as a mountain drainage flowing with surface runoff. It was not clear what happened since he had been hiking alone, but the cause of death was drowning, just like Tafari. So when followers say that they know the Obamas are hiding a lot of secrets, they are probably onto something. And you know what? It wasn't just Joan Rivers who was out here exposing the Obamas as a prominent figure. Someone like Deanna Lorraine made speculations when she tweeted, Michelle Obama is releasing a documentary on Netflix called Becoming. I wonder what she's becoming. Another person who made a wild comment is Stu Peters, who also wrote, Barack doesn't have children, and he definitely doesn't have them with Michelle. Martin Nesbitt and Anita Blanchard are Sasha and Malia Obama's real parents. Nesbitt is also the chairman of the Obama Foundation. Even Chelsea Clinton once suggested that Barack married a man in her since-deleted delusional tweet. In another instance, Lynn Wood brought attention to the fact that the Obama children were adopted, and the world was lied to about something as simple as that. For reference, Lynn Wood and his law firm specialize in defamation lawsuits, and any good lawyer knows not to put anything in writing they cannot defend. We also had Dr. Rafael Espinanzo, who was entrusted with former First Lady Michelle Obama's care during the 2008 presidential election. And apparently, Dr. Rafael said quite a bit as well. Now, I personally cannot confirm the doctor's words, but he allegedly said, I know what I saw. Michelle Obama is not a woman who used to be a man. Michelle Obama is just a man with breast implants and a huge shaving bill. On the campaign trail, no medical staff were allowed to go near her other than to take vitals if she got sick, which she never did. I know what I know because I walked in on him, while he was taking a leak standing up in the bathroom in Trenton. They paid me millions for my silence, but after seeing what they did to this country, I just can't keep quiet. Let them sue me. I mean, I'm sure y'all have heard about that guy, Larry Sinclair, and how he has said for over a decade that he hooked up with Barack more than once.
I was on a night out, had asked a limo driver if he knew anyone that would be interested in showing me around the town, and it was clear for the limo driver that I was looking for someone to enjoy the night with. The introduction was made through the limo driver.
And what happened?
We had a few drinks. I had made some comments about Warner, so we got in the limo and left, and we started drinking. I started snorting. He started smoking. I actually put my hand on his knee and started to rub up his thigh, and I performed Barack Obama.
There's also a letter that has been making rounds that Barack wrote to his ex-girlfriend, Alex McNear, saying that he made love to men every day in the imagination. He wrote, in regard to homosexuality, I must say that I believe this is an attempt to remove oneself from the present, a refusal, perhaps to perpetuate the endless farce of earthly life. You see, I make love to men daily, but in the imagination. My mind is androgynous to a great extent, and I hope to make it more so until I can think in terms of people, not women as opposed to men. But in returning to the body, I see that I have been made a man, and physically in life, I choose to accept that contingency. Yes, a letter about having fantasies doesn't prove anything, but to a lot of people, it does say a lot, considering the allegations that have been made about Barack. People are also saying that someone like Joan Rivers knew exactly what was up, and because of that, they wouldn't be surprised if the Obamas had something to do with her death.
Oh no. Man. That's a lot of evidence. That's a lot of evidence backing this. Okay. So I really think that the proof should be put out. Okay, because I know that years have went by and people really would like to just wipe this under the table, but I just feel as though I can't let it go without the proof. Okay, I can't let it go because this really needs to be exposed if this is true. That way people could really see the games and the deceptions and that are being played here, how people's, you know what I mean? Like, people really need to look at this as one major example of the lies that's been given and shown to people. And that's just one. Okay, that's just one. And we dealing with everything being exposed. You got the P. Diddy trial going on, and the whole industry is being exposed for being devil worshippers, and it's a whole bunch of demonic rituals going on behind the scenes. This is just a very revealing time. And this situation had already occurred. Yo, I can't let it go. We got to put it, this needs to be proven. Okay? I need the proof. Point blank, period. All right? Now look at the evidence that's been proposed. Like Obama, you heard when he said that he wrote a letter to an ex-girlfriend where he's always in his mind, in his imagination, he's making love to dudes. Okay, people think that that's not serious, but a straight man is not going to be thinking about making love to other men daily on the regular in their imaginations. It just doesn't go down like that. So I think that was very revealing that Barack would write this letter saying this, okay? And he said something about he's androgynous, and that's a very revealing letter, like, okay? Like he basically just admitted what was going on. Then you got that dude Sinclair. Sinclair says that when Barack was a senator, they was smoking crack together, and he performed fellatio on Barack, and he later was unalive for coming out, because he came out and he was I think he came out to Congress and everything to expose this to the world, and he was unalive. And Michelle got a gender change right when Barack was running for president. Like, what natural born woman has to go get their genders changed at any point? Like, this don't sound like, this is all revealing evidence, okay? Like, there's no natural born woman that no. We really need to look at this seriously, people. Okay? We really need to look at this. Because it's a whole bunch of videos, you know what I'm saying, with Michelle and Ellen DeGeneres. You know what I mean? It's a whole bunch of videos floating around as suspect. And when I really looked at it back in the day is when it was her and Ellen DeGeneres was in the CVS. All right. This video right here. So when I first seen this video, I looked like Michelle is huge. Okay. Like huge. And that's the first time I was looking at the whole situation. Like, this is something, there's something going on with this situation. Okay. And that's what really, I think that was the starting point, because I looked at this and I was just like, and when you look at the video, you see basically all throughout the time that quote unquote Michelle is in the CVS, Michelle is kind of like hunched over like the whole time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look at the video. You see her like bent down, trying to look smaller than what she really is. And I'm using she loosely, okay? And I was just like, yo, Michelle is looking huge. in this clip. So I think I agree with 607 where we need to put a petition together so that we can get a gender reveal to confirm if Michelle is really Michelle or Michael, okay? Because the people need to know. The people need to know that they've been lied to this extent. And trust me, it's people, if it's proven that Michelle is a man named Michael, it's people still to this day that believe that they're just the dream couple. Like, it's very crazy. It's very crazy, okay? And, you know, I had intel back in the day that was like basically the trannies are basically they were basically like influencing natural women, okay? Like the way, because of why the world is the way it is right now, where, you know, everything is hypersexualized. It's all about, from the female perspective, it's all about using a man. You don't need a man. You know what I'm saying? It's all this ratchet behavior. There's no trust between men and women no more. My intel had told me that was all pushed and produced from the trannies, okay? Because they pretty much wanted the men for themselves. So they basically was like, they were like, they have to make the natural women not compatible with men, okay? Because men really don't want that type of stuff, okay? As a wife, okay? So it would, if that was true, that would be a very intricate strategy that would have been used, okay? That a lot of people weren't and aren't even thinking about. But yeah, I was definitely shown that, and it made perfect sense to me. Okay, so like I said, people really don't know up to this point the world. They don't know what this world has been, what we've been living in. People do not even know. People just been blind and duped to the situation, and it is what it is. And you know, I heard some facts that said that basically half of the world population are basically soulless. Okay, they don't have a soul. So they're basically what they would call NPCs, non-player characters, and they're going to go with anything. Anything that they're told by the media, they're just going to agree. They're going to agree with anything. So if this is true, basically all the lies and all the propaganda that's put out that the majority of people just go with without asking any questions or without any facts being shown, and they just agree. If we're looking at the fact that at least half the world are just mindless robots, then it's expected for this to happen. That way, when things like this pop up, it's just going to be a whole. It's going to be one side of people that's going to be like, nah, they're just going to be like, I see what's going on. This isn't true. And then it's going to be the other half that's just going to be like, oh, this has got to be true. This has got to be true with no question. So this is very interesting. So is Michelle Obama a man? All right, hit me down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Do you think we need to get a petition? Do you care if this? Do you care if this was true and this lie was given to you to the world? Do you care if this was proven to be true, that Barack is a gay man and Michelle is really Michael and all of this? And there's people that are saying that their presidency was the worst presidency in history, okay? And they also legalized gay marriage. So everything is looking like, yeah, this is true. And plus all these people that were unalived, okay? You got Joan Rivers, okay? Now, like I said, Joan Rivers unalived. They're like 2 of their cooks unalive. All right, people talking about, the cooks was talking about doing a tell-all book, unalive. So if you don't have nothing to hide, why did these people get unalive? It's just a ton of evidence that says that this is true, and we need the facts. So that's it, folks. That's it here. So I really appreciate you being here. All right, exploring this deep controversial issue with me. I really appreciate it. All right. So you know what I always say, y'all. Make sure y'all have a great day. Have a great night wherever y'all at. All right. And me, I'm out.
Talk about, you said that, and I don't want to get too sad, but I think tonight, if you did talk about how your son was sacrificed, I do.
You came from Cain.
Yes, I did.
I'm talking about Cain and Abel. Cain. You came from Cain. That's what I'm mama. He made you.
I am Nephilim. You know, Cain was Nephilim.
He came from the heavens. He fell. That's what mama. He fell. And I came from Anunnaki.
So you're Anunnaki too.
A lot of people don't know.
What is the
Mexican suit?
What is the shape of the Earth? And tell.
Yeah. The Earth is like, it's a different kind of shape, but it's kind of like flat and it got a dome on it. Like a diamond or something. I don't know, but it got a dome on it.
It does have a dome. We cannot get through the firmament.
That's why I keep on looking out, because I'll be trying to wait for it to crack open. A lot of people got out when it cracked open. Jesus got out when it cracked open.
Oh, is that?
Yeah. A couple people in the Bible, Moses got out when it cracked open.
And they say there's water above there. So is that where the flood? That's where the flood?
There's water down too. It's like, if you go down, you're gonna go down and you're gonna find a lake under the lake, but you can't get under that lake.
That is true. There's
a lot of people don't know.
There's a lake underneath the water. You go to Mariana's Trench. Okay. Did we evolve from pond scum?
Yeah, everything in life evolved. Things don't evolve until they just stop and start back over. What don't you get?
I don't get it. So you tell me, did we come? If I'm a monkey's uncle, why do we stop?
No. Listen, only certain. I don't want to say this, right? Because they want to say everybody come from monkeys, but only a certain group of people come from monkeys.
Which ones? The black ones?
You. A lot of people know. They're gonna say me, but you, because they made you. When they made you from that. But me, no. Me, no. They made you from that, and you was kind of like pale coming from that, and the mountains over there was kind of like snow. But you guys can fight real good.
Yes.
That's how y'all can take over some shit, and then y'all can take a lot of history and replace it. I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
Hold up. Do me a favor and go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that notification bell, and go ahead and comment below so we can discuss it. Don't forget, hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel. All right? Yeah.